So hi all, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video we will be discussing about classes and objects. So we'll see how to declare a class, how to define a class, and we'll also see how to create an object of the class. So without wasting any further time, let us start with the main objective, which is defining of the class and how to create an object, and then followed by how to create a definite function. So this is what we'll see in this video, and in the next video we'll see some more examples related to class. All right, so this is what it is. Let us see how to define a class. So class, all right, so class, we use the keyword class. In function, we used to do what? We used to define a function with the help of a keyword def. If you want to refer the basically the our functions video, where we have discussed about functions, calling of the functions, and followed by a few examples, live examples, solving of live examples using functions, you can refer to our functions video. So coming back to the class point, class, we define it with the keyword class and followed by the class name, whatever you want to name it, class ABC. So this is how, this is the keyword class. With this, we define we define a class and followed by space, the class name. Now function had what? Function had this parenthesis. Class does not have this parenthesis. All right, so this is what is class is without the parenthesis. Now beneath the class, I'll write what? There is this class body. We also call it as class property. Now this X over here is what? This X over here is the class property of the class. All right, property of the class, and we are inside the class body. We are inside the class body. All right. So this is what it is. Moving ahead further, now we'll do what? We'll basically come out of the class. We'll come out of the class and do what? And simply type obj. All right, the short form for object. We'll create the class. We'll call it as ABC. All right, we'll call it as, so this is the creation of object. Now when we basically create an object, creation of classes object. All right, so when we create an object, what we do is that we basically uh, whatever variable, it can be obj, it can be a, b, c, it can be x, y, z, any name we want to take. Right, so we do what? We keep it equal to the class name followed by creating a parenthesis. This is the general specific rule to create an object of the class. All right, next we'll do what? To basically extract the property of the class. Whatever is happening inside the class, extract the property of the class. We do what? We assign it with x, obj.x. Hence, whatever value we have given to x inside the class, it will do what? It will print it over here. But we have to do what? We have to connect it with the object of the class. All right. So this is what. Similarly, if we, let's say, create another class xyz, or z, x is equal to 50, y is equal to let's say 60, obj is equal to, or obj1 is equal to abc. All right, and let us run this obj1 dot x obj, I'm sorry, I wrote it abc. I should write the class name xyz, the class name xyz. All right, sorry for the inconvenience. Run this, and obj1 dot x will be what? Obj1 dot x will be 50. Similarly, obj1 dot y will be what? Obj1 dot y will be equivalent to 60. Now what we can do over here is that we can basically add up these elements as well, add up the class properties as well. So this is what it is. All what we can do over here is that we can do some basic modifications. We can write print x plus y. All right, print x plus y. It will automatically, the moment we run this particular cell, it will give us what? It will give us the output 110. So this is what it is. We need not wait. All right, so this is what it is. We cannot print the class like this, the object like this. It will give what? It will give me the, this is what, this main dot xyz at some arbitrary numbers and alphanumeric numbers. So this is what, this is the memory address, the memory allocation of the object. So we need not print it like this. All right. So this is how we define a class. This is what, these are what the properties of the class, and these are your basically again properties of the class, whatever operations happening inside the class body, and this is what the creation of your creation of object creation of object. All right. Now let us do a certain modification. Let us do what? Let us just write x plus y over here. All right. So this is what it is. So if we write x plus y over here, it is not printing the output. It is only printing the output over here when we are adding it up. So how do we print these output? We'll have a look at it. All right. So this is what it is. So how do we print these output? We'll definitely have a look at it. So let us do what? Let us take a class sum1. Let keep it sum1. X is equal to 50. Right, y is equal to 60. So again, we need to write print x plus y. Only then it will do what? It will basically print 110. Now we need to do what over here? We need to call up the basically create the object and do what? And basically, all right. So this is what it. But we have to use the print statement only. Then it is printing it, irrespective whether it is calling the whether it is creating the object or not. So we have to use this print statement. But what if we use with the help of object? With the help of object, we are able to do. We are able to print this sum. So how it will happen? So this is what, this is a static class. Just like we had a static function, we had, this is a static class. Right? Whatever we call, all right, wherever we call it will show us only the same value until unless the value is changed. All right. Obj1 dot x is equal to, we need to change it to, let's say, 50 to 500. All right. Print obj1 dot x, it will change from 50 to 500. Obj1 dot y is equal to 60 to 600. Print obj1 dot y 600. All right. So this is what it is. This is how we basically update the values of class property. So we need to in static class, we need to update the properties of the class. Only then we will be able to do what? Only then we will be able to change the property. But what if we change the values dynamically by just by entering, just like the way we did it in functions? We used to write parameters inside the parentheses, and we used to do what? We used to make it dynamic. A class does not have parameters. As you can see, it does not even have a parenthesis. The syntax of class does not have a parenthesis. So how do we do that? How do we basically uh, create a dynamic class? So we do that with the help of what? We do that with the help of a definite function. All right, a definite function. We also, in Python, we also refer to it as a constructor, a definite function. All right. So let us talk about the definite function. So let me take class sum1 once again, or let us take sum2. All right. Now we'll do what? We'll create a definite function. All right. This is def, definite function. This is how it is defined. Double underscore. This is space. There's a space in between, followed by double underscore, init in it, followed by another double underscore. So this acts like a constructor, or it is actually a constructor. And this constructor does what? This constructor basically connects it has a parameters. All right. It has parameters. Now, this self parameter does what? It connects directly to the constructor and construct definite function. And definite function does what? Directly connects to the class. That is why the self parameter is used. The other two, this is by default used as self. The other two parameters, x comma y, they are what? They are not directly connected to the class. This self parameter is connected to the constructor, followed by the connection one constructor getting connected to the class. These x and y are not directly connected to the class. So how do we do that? We basically connect them with the class, connect by connecting them with the self parameter. This is how we connecting them with the self parameter. Self dot x is equal to x, self dot y is equal to y. So this is what it is. So with the help of that, we are now connected with we have connected these two variables with class. So wherever inside the class, we basically, let's say we want to return or print x plus y. So we won't just print normally x and y just the way we did it above, print x or y, but we'll do what? We'll print or return self dot x plus self dot y. If you want to return the sum of two numbers, say x comma y, we return what? We return self dot x plus self dot y. Now these are what? These x comma y are what? These x comma y are your class parameters now. These x comma y are your self dot x, self dot y are your class parameters. So this is what it is, all right. So let us come out of the definite function, create another function def inside the class, add def add, and we should also declare a self parameter, which is this only, inside the function as well, to connect the function to the class. It is already inside the body, but to connect the function to the class, and the main purpose is to connect it to the constructor. So this is what it is. All right, and next we'll do what? We'll basically return, let's say we want to return the addition of two numbers. So as I said, this x and y, self dot x and self dot y are class parameters now. So we'll do what? We'll return self dot x plus self dot y. Come out of the function, move out of the class, create an object, obj is equal to sum2. Now, as I said, these are class parameters. If I just run it as it is, if I run this as it is without entering the parameters, it will throw an error. It will throw an error. As you can see, it says two positional required arguments are missing, which are x and y. So it is telling me to fill two values, which are x and y, x comma y. So I want addition of two numbers, let's say 500 comma 600. So what I'll do is that I'll run this cell. As you can see, this cell has run. Now to basically do what? To basically, with the help of object, print the what? Print the summation of 500 and 600. We don't need to do what? We don't need to do this. Where is it? obj1 dot x plus obj1 dot y. We don't need to do this over here. Why? Because we have parameters. We will do what? With the help of object, we will connect it with the function, and we will print the addition of two numbers, because this function add inside the class is returning the sum of two parameters. All right. We can also do, these are class properties over here. These are class properties. Class properties. All right. We can also write obj.x, obj.y. All right. We can also do it this way, but it is not required because our function is doing the, all right, the process, the addition process. We can do what? We can, if the addition is not mentioned, we can minus it, or we can any other arithmetical operator, we can do it like that, right? So this all right, this is these are class properties, and self parameter is what? Self parameter is a self-defined parameter which is not required during the object creation. During the object creation, this is not required. Why is it not required? Because it is self-defined parameter. We do not require the self parameter. All right. We require only x and y. This is the general thumb rule. All right. If we write 1 comma something over here, it will throw an error. It takes three positional arguments, but not four were given. Basically, two arguments should be given. All right. So this is what it is. So that is what your definite constructor, definite function is. That is what it does. And you need to do what? You need to basically, uh, and this is enough to understand the concept. All right. In the next video, we will be doing what? We will be talking about the basic, more examples related to what? Related to classes and objects and definite constructor. So this is what we have. We'll also discuss inheritance, encapsulation, etc. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone.